Hello everyone, welcome to Diya Masterpieces series and welcome Sham sir. Thank you for joining us today for this Diya Masterpieces interview. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. Trust all well at your end too.
Yes sir, very well. Thank you so
Thank you.
much, sir. So, sir, now we are here today for Diya Masterpieces interview. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. And now that you're part of Diya as a career mentor, can you walk us through your career journey?
Sure, Preeti. Yeah, hi. Good day to everyone. This is Shyam Venugopal here. Just a small brief about myself. I'm actually a third generation entrepreneur. I'm part of the Saverit family or the United India Roll of Lamels family in South India. I'm born and bred in Chennai. So from the an entrepreneur or an industrialist family. So it was natural for me to get into business. So even before I joined college, I actually started working. So in those days, when once I completed school or college, there was nobody to tell me, there was nobody to guide me as to you go and do this, you go and do that. It was just my dad who told me, okay, one fine morning, the day I got my plus two results, he just said, okay, good that you got your plus two results. Okay, now go to the office. So, so there was nobody to actually tell me to, and even at the office, there was nobody to tell me what is being done and why it's being done. So I just went there every day for about religiously for about 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. Then it got extended. And so then after that, I completed my Bachelor of Commerce, BCom, and then as a natural progression, I went on to do my MBA in finance. Adjoining with that, I got an MBA from a renowned college called the Loyola Institute of Business Administration, LIBA, one of the top 20 colleges in the country. So what I did was the first MBA that I took, I converted into a correspondence, and here I took an MBA in marketing. So by the time I could complete, I had 2 degrees on hand, and the moment I finished this, I had an opportunity to do 1.5 month program in IIM Ahmedabad for small and medium enterprises general management. So as I was working, I was studying. As I was studying, I was working. So both went on simultaneously. So I joined the business about 20 years back, and since for the last 20 years, I've been into my own business. Basically, what we used to do, why I'm saying is what we used to do is in the month of, I mean, in the recent months, we have divested our business for the betterment of ourselves. During this, my career journey, basically, I started off as a very management trainee in my own organization. So I used to go to the shop floor. I used to go to the purchase desk. I used to go to the sales desk. I used to go to the security shed. I used to be roaming everywhere just to understand what the policy is or what we do, why we do it. Because one advantage over an entrepreneur family is nobody teaches you anything, but you get to learn by yourself. So this is a great learning in my career. And then I decided and discovered that I should go into the sales and marketing and distribution aspect of my business. So that's where I specialized upon. And so by the grace of God, independently, I started traveling the length and breadth of the country, right from Ladakh to Kanyakumari to this side, Bhuj to Tinsukia. I've traveled the country multiple times, individually or with a team, and it's like that. So my approach has always been very, very down to earth, rooted, grounded, and so that I can communicate with the person in the field or in the marketing space or in the markets with ease. So this was what my background and upbringing has taught me, and so this sense of geography has really instilled in me about the glorious ecosystem India prevails. So where I've traveled across geographies, learning and meeting a new people, a lot of new people I've met in my career, right from the lowest rungs of society till the I've bonded and dined with even the people or the top conglomerates of the country. So my journey has been quite happy, and I'm quite happy to do this. So what happened was in this last say about 6 months back, it was when that suddenly there was a bolt out of the blue as to whether I should really keep continuing do this, or where should I go, where should I be headed is my question. So I thought to myself, and I had a lot of queries and things like that. So that's where actually Deya came into play. Basically, my specialization, my area of specialization is I'm in the foods FMCG category. Today it's a consumer CPG group or the FMCG group as we generally. I am a packaged foods distribution and a retail specialist. So, and basically in the field of foods, of pasta, vermicelli, or basically wheat products. So, and anything to do with the packaged food segment is where my specialty lies. So, this is just a brief for you, Preeti, and for all our future listeners out there.
Thank you so much. So it was a very wonderful journey. So your company is into exports and imports also?
Yes, we used to do a lot of importing of wheat in those days, and I've established my products across 16 countries in the globe, either directly or indirectly. And we also used to do a lot of white labeling or private labeling. And there we had, for us, the dark continent Africa was a very good feeder. And we have almost a direct distribution network of 15 plus people in the United States of America. And I've been through all the compartments of a business, like right from e-marketing to government marketing to wholesale marketing to retail marketing to India to exports. You name the gamut, and I've been over there. And personally, physically involved in each of this is one thing. And one thing what through the career I've learned is it's always good to be rooted. It's always good to be grounded, and it's always good to be low on hierarchy. The person should be able to reach you within 5 minutes. So this is what has always been my mantra. And I still feel that if there's a problem, the top man should be reached immediately to at least give the desired advice or a recommendation or a suggestion or a consultancy immediately. So this has always been my mantra for progress. And so this is how it has been.
Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful journey with us. Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, that you mentioned before that you became a part of the So, I want to ask what point in life, or what inspired you to become a mentor?
Nice. Really, say Mr. Anand and Mr. Naveen were very well known to my family through Mrs. Aditi. Aditi is actually the part of the founding member of Deya is actually, she's a very close friend of my brother because they studied together actually. So what has happened is, then he told me, why don't you go and talk to Mr. Naveen and Mr. Anand? I said, yeah, surely, why not? So that was when I came in contact with both of them. And I told them, see, I've been through a very different journey in life. So now I wish to do something else in my life, both for personal betterment as for the betterment of our society, because you should always give back at some point of time. So I was discussing with them, and so then they personally mentored me for about, in a very informal fashion. I probably one of the very few guys who did not go to their rigmarole. It was more of an informal connect with both of them, and then they personally mentored me for quite some time. I was very happy to see that, I have all this, and I never knew that it's there within me, and I've always been practicing this throughout my life, throughout my career. So then they said, okay, it will be good if you could join us on board, because a lot of entrepreneurs don't do this. So a lot of entrepreneurs don't join the mentor network of Naya. Why don't you join in? It will be a good opening for a lot of our people who come to us. So I said, okay, then I have to get myself equipped for it. And then I underwent your junior training mentoring as well as the senior training mentoring. And then I'm here today in front of you. So this is just a small, but this journey with Deya is almost now 6 months for me. Right from the time that I got personally, informally mentored by the top management.
Thank you so much for being part of the as a mentor, and we are glad to have you as a mentor with us. So, sir, I want to know, now that you were personally mentored by Naveen sir and Anand sir, what was your memorable moment with Deya?
Yeah, nice. The thing is, I had a lot of inherent qualities which I never knew. Simple thing is that, not to claim, but yes, I'm basically a spiritualist, a minimalist. I don't believe in being very fancy. I believe that being minimal gives you a lot of more. It leads you to a greater heights, is what I personally believe. And so all these tiny things were actually brought out by the masters, Mr. Anand and Mr. Naveen. And I also got a very different perspective of what I've been doing all my life and what I should do now. I've always been a strong advocate of entrepreneurship, in the sense that I personally believe that we should not be only job seekers, but also should be job givers. One more thing, if you only give a job, there should also be somebody to work along. So both have their own blend. And then this was brought out beautifully by the masters themselves. And then they came and told me, see, you are a specialist in this particular area. So you try to convert that strengths and it will work beautifully for you. And so I'm actually on my progress, on my innings 2.0 in that. And so I thought in that time I should also have associated myself with Deya. So that's about it. And one more thing is, I'm basically a marketer or a salesman. I would rather put it, I'm a salesman. I'm a simple sales guy. So, but a sales guy today also has to equip himself with the latest technologies of happenings, what is happening in the AI space or in the software space, where the software to sell FMCG in a more better format and things like that. And the future generations who are coming in should be focused on this front, because today a lot of things are shifting rather from offline to online, thanks to the pandemic for that. But we should not be complacent that the things are not happening offline. So today people thinking that life is online. No, it's not only life online. Life is there online as well as life is there offline. So how do we better ourselves with the offline methodologies too? How do we better ourselves with the online methodologies too? And so bringing all this out beautifully was done by the masters, that's Mr. Anand and Mr. Naveen. So I'm deeply indebted to them, because one thing which I wish to contribute is I had a very informal discussion with them, more than a formal discussion with them, which really brought out a lot of things that I never knew about myself. So this is it.
Absolutely. That was really wonderful experience, sir. And we are all really inspired by our masters, Anand sir and Naveen sir. They really are inspiring us every day. So we can relate to what experience you had. So thank you so much sharing that experience with us, sir. So now that the last question I want to ask you, we can see the parents wants best for their kids, but there is so much between what should their kid do, because sometimes what happens is parents force their kids to do a particular thing, what their kids qualities are, they don't know, and they force the child to do something else. So what message you want to convey to our viewers or our parents about building their child's career?
A very good question in today's scenario. Why? Because in those days we had the system of Gurukul. Today it is like, again we are get back to the Gurukula system, but in a very very modern avatar. So things are changing so rapidly. The thing is, in our country we have so much of opportunities where we fail to see those opportunities. So this is one thing where my thoughts, because today I would rather give it as a suggestion, I would rather give it as a recommendation rather than giving an advice, because in today's context, today we are not swimming lack of information, but we are swimming with information overload. You can swim 24 hours on YouTube and finally find that you are even more confused than what you actually have to do.
Right.
My personal take on the subject would be, see what comes to you. See what is there within you innately, what is there within you naturally. It could be anything. So build on those strengths, which is actually what I would recommend to today's youngsters and the youth is, and go through the rigmarole. Today's youngsters are not willing to go through the rigmarole. They want a job or they want comfort at the day one of their service. Anybody coming out of good B school or coming out of a good engineering college or coming out of a good architectural school all have their own set of issues or challenges to face right on day one. But what happens is they think that right from day one, I am the most responsible person in the organization. Doesn't come to them. They say, okay, let me see, let me go, let me gather. Simple thoughts is, the more creative we are, the more better we are, the more independent we are, definitely things will come to us. So revenue is not the only thing that we should be bothered about on day one of our career. It will automatically come. We should be disciplined. We should be responsible right from the day one. And we have to go through the process. We have to be systematic in our process. We have to be systematic in our approach, even if it's not a well-defined space. So if that is there, then definitely we can achieve success by the grace of God. Another thing adding to my point is, I wish to say that there is a lot of opportunity surrounding us, whether any category, let it be, whether it's be it in the industrial segment or whether be it in the software segment, whether be it in the education space, whether be it in the consumer goods segment, whether be it in the heavy engineering, anything. Niches where it is possible, where we fail to find that niche. If we are able to find niche and we are able to cash it on, even if not today, probably it doesn't matter if we are foreseeing the industry for about say 5 years in advance or say 3 years in advance or whatever it is. But it will definitely happen and it will definitely come. And these niche experts are where we need to develop and nurture and mentor and develop the future generation. It doesn't matter that we are not a horde of engineers, but where does each engineer have his niche? It doesn't matter that where we are building a horde of architects, but where does each architect have his niche? See, today there is nobody who teaches us or who tries to mentor us as to why entrepreneurship is important. So all these are very, very important, and where we believe that it's not only at the student level, but even at the mid-career level also, it's very, very important. So this is what I personally feel, and I would recommend the people coming to us at DEA should also understand the fact that there is something more in us than what we are able to see ourselves. So this is what I would recommend or I would suggest the future generation or even the people at my level who wish to contribute more to the society.
That was a really wonderful message. Thank you so much. And I think we see great things from you. We see a great future from you. I think you're going to shape a kid's child very wonderfully. And thank you so much for joining us, precious time, and taking it out for us to join us for this Masterpieces interview. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to a long, cherished relationship with Dia. Thank you so much.
We too, sir. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Stay tuned for the next Masterpieces video. Thank you so much.